What the best thing of this conference is that we have on the panel a diversity of representation that should really reflect the quality and nature of this debate. I personally am against the word governance in the context of the internet. And I'll tell you why. Because I don't think you can govern it. How do you govern the voices of the voiceless? In cyberspace, reaching out to each other and informing each other, and consequently empowering each other. And when you talk about communications through space, that perhaps is the most liberating, democratic setup ever put for mankind in human history. That's what we're talking about. So when you talk about governance, you think in terms of somebody deciding for others what to do. I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can do that with 6.2 billion people. And I don't think you'll be able to do that with 8.9 billion people by 2050. No matter how hard you try. So this is a battle that is going to be lost. And if it's a battle which is going to be lost, then we have to see for ourselves where we can actually collaborate and win for each other. And that's really the road that we must travel. Because there is no other way to travel. And remember, again, if you look at civilization and the history of man, mobility is the key to everything. Any human activity is liable to be misused. But the answer to that is not stop its use, but enable yourselves to address the misuse. That's the way we have to go. And in that sense, I think we are in an evolving situation. We do not know at this point in time where this will go. And I think the stakeholders are collaborating and participating with each other. We'll do so in Baku, we'll do so in Dubai. But the position of the government of India is quite clear, that as far as we are concerned, we are on the side of freedom of expression. We know that perhaps, that the internet perhaps is the most liberating mechanism devised in human history. Because this is the mechanism through which the ordinary man, and Satyanarayan ji talked about the Aakash. Now think of an Aakash in the hand of every citizen of this country. Just think about it. That child in school can access the world through the Aakash. People in rural areas can access services through the Aakash. The fisherman can access where the fish is going to be for him to fish through the Aakash. The agriculturalist can access the time when he needs to sow, the extent to which he needs to irrigate the land, the time at which he is to sell his product. A group of women in rural areas can actually figure out when they should sell and where they should sell their wares without having to move out into the market. The Aakash is a little tablet that we have been able to manufacture, which costs about, at the moment, about $39. The idea is to bring it down to about 1,500 rupees, about $35. It has all the features that any other tablet has. A capacitive screen, it has a battery life for about 3 to 4 hours, 1 gigahertz processor, Android. It has all that you can think of. And the next one is going to have a SIM, so that you don't have to pay your phone bills. So you can do Skype. You can Skype on it. So all those features are part of this tablet, and this is really a product for the children of the world. It's not just for India. The idea being that you need to have empowering tools through which you can access what we're talking about. All that's available on the net. Now there's another question that arises is, that's all very well. You can do that, but the question is, there's lots of stuff on the net that children don't need to access. Now that's an issue for you. How do we deal with that? And there again, I mean, the world is so diverse, communities are so diverse, even within India. The nature and diversity of India is so vast that I can't find one solution for everybody. So if you can't find one solution within a locality, how do you one solution for the world? It's not possible. And the internet reflects that diversity. And that's the beauty of the internet. It's a mechanism that reflects the diversity of the world. Now, if it reflects the diversity of the world, the solutions cannot be monolithic. The Supreme Court of the United States talks about community standards. And they say community standards differ within the United States from area to area. And the Supreme Court of the United States said, therefore, the laws as applicable in the United States will also differ from area to area, depending on the community standards. You can imagine the community standards applicable in the context of the diversity of planet Earth.